Hey, y'all, this is Ronnie Dale Martin Jr., and I gotta tell you, man, this Free Radio thing is quite awesome. And since I spent all my money on steering wheel covers and Marlboros, I need you guys to donate $1 over at Patreon. That site is patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. If you ain't heard about it, you need to get on over there and give your $1. On RadioFRadio.com.
It's a new
show.
Yes, it is.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't beat that.
It's #WrestlePals.
We look so stupid on stream. Hot damn. What's the YouTube channel there, Justin?
Radio F Radio DMF.
God, because go there. We're stupid looking. It's great. Hey, everybody. I just blew up my headphone. That's great.
Well done.
That's fine. I only need one ear. It'll be fine. As long as I hear something. It's #WrestlePals there. I shouldn't acknowledge it. Why am I acknowledging it? I acknowledge that I acknowledge. #WrestlePals. Everybody look over there. Hey, it's #WrestlePal Justin.
That's me.
That's that guy. That's good. And I'm, I guess, #WrestlePal Nate.
Puts a smile in your heart every time he hears it.
It's probably just the cholesterol. It's fine.
Oh.
I'm alive. It's great. It's cool.
What?
It's probably the cholesterol. I got a feeling that it's not as much a smile as it's a smirking, twitching horror just lodged in my chest.
What?
I'm overweight and I'm working on it though, but I still am eating a lot of bad stuff. It's probably not good for my heart.
Congratulations, brother.
God damn it! I was expecting like 30 more watts, and I was gonna have a conversation. And goddamn! Just when you think he's out, there he is. Hulk Hogan pops back up again, or does he? Dun 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 dun. No, don't shot. Oh, he's. You just slowly turning your chair, just shocked and spinning. Ah, it's great. Oh,
#WrestlePals. Talked some wrestling, which is I've watched a shitload of wrestling. Nathan.
Good. Someone should.
I guess we need to talk. We have to update Survivor Series because we talked about it a little bit last week. Firstly, I guess tonight is Lesnar and Goldberg face to face. You excited for that at all? And
sure.
And is that going to hype you up more for the match?
Nope. Well,
do you care at all yet?
I do. You know what? Nobody puts a hype package better together than WWE. So, when I rationally think about it, separated from any sort of WWE entertainment, I'm able to say, I don't really get. This is like icing on the top of it. This is an attraction match. Well, it's two attractions banging their heads together. It's an attraction match. And, I don't really care. But then I watch the hype for it. It's like, I care a little. Damn it, they make me care about anything.
They're so good at that.
They're just getting better.
Yeah.
They really are just getting better. I don't know what the magic is that's happening right now, but I care about absolutely everything going on there.
That's good.
You know, I care about hype. They're great.
They are what they are, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
everybody's got a role. Everybody's got a reason. Everybody's got a direction. Everybody's doing something.
They don't deflate the show.
Yeah. There isn't.
It's rare that actually happens.
It isn't. Oh God, let's put two people out there. I guess I don't know.
Just for something.
Alex Wright's got to fight somebody. I guess.
True.
I don't know. Who's back there?
Stevie
Ray? Stevie Ray versus Alex Wright. Cool. Let's have a singles match from a single from a tag team. Fight the dance.
Mongo McMichael versus British Bulldog. That's what I'm going through right now.
Could build that.
1998.
Could build that. Get rid of Mongo, bring someone else in. No. As a kid, I freaking loved Mongo. I don't care.
What is it? Is this what you loved?
Nope, it's dog. Just dog. Honestly, I'm pretty sure anybody else could have just carried the dog and I would have been like, hey, look at the dog. Let Deborah carry the dog in the case around. It'd
You
be
are
great.
pretty simple sometimes, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It's weird what resonates. Oh, dear Lord.
They added a couple more matches.
Now this is what's getting exciting.
So Dolph Ziggler issued last week or the week before on SmackDown. Yeah, the week before on SmackDown Live, issued an open challenge to Raw for his Intercontinental Championship.
Very good.
So on Raw this week, Sami Zayn. I forget who Sami Zayn wrestled.
It was Rusev.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
Stephanie was like, yeah, it should be a champion versus our champion here, bringing the title home to Raw.
Yeah, so Sami Zayn versus Rusev for the chance to get a shot at the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn actually wins. So, man.
I'm very excited for this. Good. You know what?
Sami Zayn versus Dolph Ziggler. at
Rusev
SummerSlam.
has been a hell of a workhorse. Give him a little time. You deserve.
He needs
You
to fall
deserve.
down a little.
Yeah, he deserves a little space.
Yeah.
Let him reset a little bit and find some direction. But man, he's been such a workhorse. He's earned a little bit of time off. Good for him.
Yeah.
And I've been waiting for something to happen with Zayn.
Yeah, well, it looked like it was just going to be Strowman, but that must be post Survivor Series for him, because he's the only one who's answered Strowman's challenge so far.
I don't like a bully. Okay, cool. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the reason, but I like that he's the
Simple.
one that's going to step up to the guy who's like crushing everybody.
You know what? Are you buying Strowman?
Yes,
like it?
oddly enough,
I
yes.
am too.
Yeah.
He's everything about it is. Oh man, I just blew him back in. Cool.
Nice.
Everything about him is like, oh, I should hate this big dumb young green. Blah. Nope. Love
He's
it.
actually decent on the mic too. Like, he's not great, of course, but like for a big man, he's better than he should be.
I caught a snake once. Dick, I don't know. It's been a better place now. Whatever the hell that promo was. Somebody had it linked on Reddit the other day, and I was like, God damn it, this is awesome.
I like his direction of calling out Foley. He's like, look, man, I'm destroying these people.
Mm-hmm.
Give me some competition.
It's fun to see that while Goldberg's coming around.
Right?
It's great.
Yeah. I wonder, because last year the big rumor going around was Strowman versus Taker. Taker's coming to SmackDown, but I wonder if they might not be looking at Strowman versus Lesnar at Mania. He's looking for a challenge. He's looking for competition.
Well, there's a challenge for you. Have fun with that one.
Here, have this guy.
I don't know. I don't think you feed him to an attraction, and I don't think you give him that like major rub of Lesnar. But yeah, he's got some upward mobility. He's ready to make that shift of gears into actual competition. I don't know, man. And I like not knowing. I'm sorry if you were looking for analysis. Just like I'm just happy, freaking great.
He's on the Survivor Series team, which is going to be interesting. Yeah.
You know, they've done an amazing thing. They've built it up more. Who's out on the SmackDown scene? Because Shane, is Corbin doing anything else?
No, he got hurt.
Oh well, shit. All right. Hairline?
I don't know if it's. I think
hairline. Pulled a hairline.
I think it's kayfabe.
Who am I talking about?
I think.
I'm sorry, fella. It happens.
But I like
you're getting a little older. It happens. It's okay.
I like what they did there. Kalisto finally came back.
Yeah.
And he came out and attacked Corbin because
you put me on
back.
the shelf. I'm going to break you.
Yeah.
Continue that storyline.
Like,
and it means something. His time away now means something.
Yeah. And, now you have something, Corbin will be gone long enough to miss Survivor Series, maybe a couple weeks more, but then he comes back and boom, right there, he's got something waiting for him. And both of them can work on something. So cool. Speaking of Kalisto, this I thought was an interesting move. I don't think they pulled the trigger on this, but
it's nice to know that it's on the table.
Yeah, the Brian Kendrick, the new Cruiserweight champion on Raw, is going to be defending the championship against Kalisto.
Yeah.
Now,
Kalisto, a SmackDown exclusive star.
So, if Kalisto somehow wins the Cruiserweight Championship, he also wins the Cruiserweight division. The entire division comes over to SmackDown. Wowzers. On paper, I love that. But to be honest, looking at their 2 hours right now, it's a tight 2 hours.
Have what I'm thinking. Because I heard that, and I was like, how and why could they... I just looked at all the pieces like on the table. It's like, how would you put this back together to have it make sense? If Kalisto won, pulled all the cruiserweights over to SmackDown. That would definitely give SmackDown the wrestling focused show.
Yeah.
I think it'd be a great place for the cruiserweight to shine, but that's a packed ass 2 hours. You can't fit that in there.
Not
Are
really.
you gonna throw a match in there or whatever? Oh, hey, wait a minute. What are we doing with our Intercontinental title or secondary title?
Yeah.
Oh, well, if Zayn wins it,
Yeah.
well then he could. Oh shit, sorry. He could be taking that over to Raw, and I don't know. Well, then Raw's packed, but then.
But they have 3 hours.
But then all you would have left over on the SmackDown, you'd have the women's division, you'd have a cruiserweight division, and everybody over 205 is going to be gunning for that world title.
Right.
Now, what the issue I felt that has been with the world title now, great on AJ. AJ's amazing, well, phenomenal, some would say.
Oh.
And he doesn't seem to have very many people in pursuit. Cena's going to come back for the 16th. You've got Dean still sitting over the top of the card, and then everybody else is just kind of floating around the middle. I mean, granted, they're doing. You've got Miz, you've got Ziggler, and they're doing well, making a place for themselves. But if all of a sudden that world title picture gets a little bit bigger,
And everybody's in it.
and there's some room to do it,
Yeah.
I think that could be interesting. I'm not saying it's the right move. Who the hell am I? I don't know. I'm going to watch. I'm going to be a fan. I'm going to enjoy. But then also another potential idea was the one that was kicking around was, what if Zayn wins the Intercontinental title and maybe he moves over to SmackDown?
Oh.
And I don't know, maybe work on some sort of unification. I don't know. You don't get rid of your Intercontinental. If they got rid of it, if they got rid of one of the secondary titles, would it be the U.S. or the Intercontinental?
Let's see.
I would think they'd roll the U.S. into the Universal, but I don't think they'd do that.
I don't think they'll do that, but you know what? Where they are right now, that's the most likely.
Because it's
on Reigns and on Owens.
Yeah, because they've been teasing that with Reigns
title
saying,
versus
"Hey,"
title,
because it's like the fact that these are possibilities, not just individual storylines, but like storylines of the title lineage.
Yeah.
is on the table too. But I'm just picturing a time when you could have Owens as the Universal Champion on Raw and Zayn as the heavyweight champion or the WWE champion over on SmackDown, and then the unification happens, and then the old ROH fan is just masturbating furiously at WrestleMania. It's like, oh my God, this is the greatest thing ever! Ah. Sorry, this is a weird wrestling wet dream that happened. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. But man, I'm just glad to see Zayn doing something. And
Yeah.
I as happy as I am with Ziggler's work with Miz, man, I want to see Zayn get that kind of a. I want to see Zayn do something.
Do you think that comes here though? Or do you think?
I don't think it comes yet. I think they're still using him kind of as that like half-ass enhancement, and there's plenty of room for him. He's so good and could work with anybody, but I just don't think they see that magic in him yet. But it's one of those things that you see Ziggler, and he. Sometimes you watch him, it's just like, it's just I don't care to watch this. But then sometimes he gets the right opponent, and something just magic happens.
Yeah.
Miz and Ziggler on paper would be like, I've seen this 1,000 times, and then you see it, it's like, God damn it, they stepped it up, and this is awesome.
Well,
Zayn could have that magic too. Zayn is you put Zayn and Owens together, there's freaking magic.
half of that has to go to Miz too, though, because Miz
has
stepped up his game, in-ring game. Like, because he's always been decent on the mic. He's stepped up his in-ring game, and that has made those matches with Ziggler mean all the more.
Right.
More to that, though. Tomorrow night on SmackDown Live, Ziggler versus Miz for the Intercontinental Championship. Do you think that they have the title switch, and then it's Miz versus Zayn for the Intercontinental Championship at Survivor Series instead?
God, either way. It doesn't matter.
Both of those matches will be great.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm still excited for it because I'm excited for and I think this is good. You have 3 super capable characters that I absolutely am invested in and care about, and the title is sitting above that. I'm not loving just one individual of the 3 and hoping they go in there and just, hey, it's The Rock and it's the 90s and I hope he wins everything. Oh, hey, it's Austin in the 90s. I hope he wins. No, I'm invested in all 3 of them. I believe in the title, and whatever the storyline happens to be, I'm excited to see it.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
No.
Sorry, I'm not going to do rock delivery on that one. But man, yeah, I don't know. I'm just happy. It's gonna be a good sign. I'm finally getting psyched for Survivor Series.
On a somewhat related note.
Uh-oh.
Have you been watching Talking Smack at all?
Have
you
not.
seen any of them yet?
I have not.
Oh my goodness,
Man,
I tell you what.
schedule wise, I'm having struggle just keeping up with Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, you know what? Skip SmackDown if you have to and watch Talking Smack.
That's where all the stories happen, and that's what I love, man. I love the soap opera angle of it.
I mean, if you get time, go back and watch SmackDown because they're always good.
Oh yeah,
But there's so many like key things happening at Talking Smack. Daniel Bryan again addressing rumors. Miz came on again and demanded a trade to Raw.
Oh,
And you know who wants to leave Raw and come to SmackDown?
still Cesaro?
I mean, right now they have the tag team thing going and it's working.
Yeah,
I
but they tease that could break up any second.
mean, they're
Come Survivor Series, that could be a big blow up in the middle of the match.
yeah, and you know,
Working on Mike, sorry.
I would love nothing more than Cesaro to come over to SmackDown and just automatically propel into a feud with Styles
God, that'd be great.
because those matches would be magic.
Yeah,
Cesaro doesn't have to win them; he just has just
be a
him.
credible threat.
Be him.
Just be credible. That's all you gotta do.
Or I mean, man, if you want to push it even further, Cesaro wins the Rumble and gets the shot at Mania.
I don't think they'll go that far with him yet,
I don't think so either.
but still,
Man, I don't know. I just see lots of possibilities there.
he's one of those guys that's worked so hard and so well, and just is such an amazing asset. I mean, you know, the joke of, oh, he speaks 5 languages. Yeah, that's 5 markets that he goes and he's the face of your company in,
Yeah.
and that's an amazing thing. Just like, was that last week I was raving about Mojo Rawley?
Mojo.
Speaking Arabic.
Yeah.
All right. I don't get erect, I stay erect.
Oh,
But
had
in
to bring it
Arabic.
back.
I'm sorry.
I had to bring it back.
All I've been thinking about all week, and the reason why I love the hype roast. That's all I can think of him is just insulting people in various languages.
Oh, great.
Sorry.
Let's see. They filled out the Raw women's team
Oh.
with Alicia Fox, which I thought was weird.
All right. Okay.
And
Someone's got to get eliminated. It's cool. Whatever.
Yeah. And Sasha.
She had a win on a what?
Yep.
So who's the full team?
Let's see. Charlotte is the captain.
Right.
Bailey, Nia Jax,
Oh,
Sasha, and Alicia Fox.
it's a strong ass team.
Yeah.
Minus Alicia, but somebody's got to be in there.
Yeah.
Is that
I
the
thought it was gonna be
entire
Dana.
division?
Well, yeah. Minus.
Oh, but Dana Brooke's
Dana-
going to be kind of the mascotty type thing.
I guess. I don't.
She's going to be around
She'll-
for
she'll
some.
be there.
She'll be there for some sort of fuckery.
Yeah.
She'll be either trailing behind Charlotte or just be out there because the SmackDown team
Has
filled out and
coach.
has Natalia on the outside, right?
She's a coach. Yep.
Goofy ass Natalia.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I would be into a Natalia Dana throwdown on the ringside,
Yeah. Well, and again,
and they just throw them up in the match, make it 6-on-6. Who gives a shit?
that's the beauty of a thing like this is you can do that.
And I hope they
'Cause
do.
it's a one night only thing.
Yeah.
It's not a story that's going to have to continue.
I just want to see them start fighting and roll in the ring, and everybody looks at them all confused, like, you are the only two that aren't in this match. What's wrong with you? That'd be great.
It's going to be a good match. I'm excited about all 3 elimination matches.
Yeah.
Again, I don't want to. We talked about them, at length last week, but there was
Still, I'll do it again. I don't care.
there was
I'm more excited now.
there were spots that weren't filled.
Yeah.
So or spots that were filled that had to get refilled.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see who rounds out the tag on SmackDown Live. We had 2 more matches. The Usos. No, I think that was last week. American Alpha,
Hype Bros,
Hype Bros,
Rhino and Slater,
Breezango.
Breezango.
God,
Loving them?
God, yes. So last week they come out, and this is why you need to watch Talking Smack.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so last week on the show they come out with
Police now. Yeah.
police uniforms on top
course.
and kilts on the bottom because they were in Scotland. So
I love the overseas shows.
that's
The
how
crowd's so weird.
that's how they came out. They defeat the vaudevillains So this means a little something.
Oh, poor
Now-
little villains.
Yeah, unfortunately, they'll find their place. That I mean, SmackDown, it won't be long before they get their time to shine. Especially like with American Alphas on the rise.
Right.
So this is why I love talking smack. It's firstly, it's one of the reasons I've grown to actually be okay with the hype bros, because they get to show their personality.
Yeah,
there, and they get
that
to be real.
means a lot.
And it's why I'm starting to hate Baron Corbin, but for the right reasons. Because he comes on there and he's an asshole.
Yeah.
He's an asshole.
Gunner's mate first class. Philip asshole.
And it's
He's my cousin. Sorry. Spaceballs is on.
why Dean Ambrose, when he comes on there, like, he's just psycho. They're living up their characters. They're expounding them. And now Breezango comes on, again dressed as cops.
Of course.
Officer Dango.
God damn it.
Wait, no. I'm sorry, Deputy Dango and Officer Breeze. And they come out and they start writing tickets. Fashion tickets. And it's beautiful. It is beautiful. And they just lived it up. And
They're the fashion police.
they didn't break character.
You never can.
They had a blast. And I'm just sitting there dying because these guys finally found it. You know, these are guys that have just kind of been flopping around, like, you know, since Fandango's win at WrestleMania, like, he's been nothing.
He's great.
He really is. Like, people want to point to the dancing gimmick as the reason he didn't work.
Hey,
It's not.
Disco was a champ. I'll pull
true,
up his
too.
pic. No, I won't.
Disco,
He's just looking at me.
he won the television championship several times,
As
to be frank.
named Disco Inferno.
And so did Alex Wright, who was Das Wunderkind, who was also a dancer. And they, together as the Boogie Knights, won the tag team championship. Of course, that's in the later years of. I haven't gotten there yet,
Wow.
but I will.
You don't have to.
Yes, I do.
All right.
Yes, I do.
Hurt yourself. Fine, no.
But again, this is why I love talking smack, because I hadn't seen Breezango in forever.
Right.
And suddenly they show up on television, get a big win, and then I get to explore what these characters are. And this is fun for me. This makes them somebody I want to see on television every week. I want to see what they're doing. It's the same reason I love Golden Truth. I mean, they're managing to do it on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
They're freaking madmen.
Yes.
I can't explain why I love Golden Truth so much. They're ridiculous.
You have such a brave heart. Oh, I get it now. Stupid.
It's stupid, but I love it. I mean, it doesn't help that I love Goldust.
You know, and it's getting where it's okay to be a little cartoony, and
Yeah.
but it's still believable. Man, I don't know. It's to the point where if you're a fan, you know, predetermined, and it's a sporting exhibition, and suspend your disbelief,
Well,
and you'll have more fun.
also-
Or you could say it's fake and be bitter and don't enjoy it. Leave.
Yeah, but also you got to think like a team like Golden Truth, who's nowhere near the tag championship picture. Why wouldn't they be goofy? They got to do something.
Yeah.
If they're on, they got to be.
Get noticed.
Their segment has to mean something.
Mhm.
Like, even if it's just entertainment, it can't just be them versus a team. It can't be two teams nobody gives a crap about.
Right.
Even if the only reason I like them is it's just entertaining.
Yeah.
That's how the New Day started.
And that helps the other teams as well. You know.
Yeah. Now I want to see Golden Truth beat these guys because Golden Truth, they're silly.
Yeah.
Whatever it takes to get me to want to watch them.
I gotta, a lot of the old timer guys. I don't want to say like old timer guys, but general rule is comedy doesn't draw.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think it's true either, and I think it's changed.
Yeah.
You're dealing with a more comic book culture. Mm-hmm. You're dealing with people that will go to see a damn superhero movie and not be. It's not something to be ashamed of.
No.
People wearing damn superhero shirts wherever you go. And you know what? These are your real life superheroes. Not to bite Goldberg there, but whatever. He's the only person I don't believe. What do you have on? What shirt do you got? Your Jay Steele
Steele.
shirt.
He's a superhero you can believe in.
He's the best. He's the best. But damn, the shirts, dude. I love the man. But
I'm partial to blame for that shirt.
Okay.
I was
Are you?
there. I was there for that conversation.
God damn it, man. Come on.
I liked the idea. It made sense.
It's the idea. The execution is... Okay.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to buy 2.
Yeah.
I bought us. Give me the biggest one you got and the smallest one you got. Someday the kid's going to fit in that small one, and I'm just going to tweet him a picture.
Yes.
Hey, my kid found a shirt. It was in a... It was
And he
in
believes.
And he believes. It's great. Rip it. Oh, wait, that's the other shirt. Never mind.
Yes.
Where he actually had a legible name.
Oh, man.
No.
Love you still.
I bought the fucking shirt twice. I'll do it again. What's up? Oh, now I feel like I shit on a man.
Aw.
I didn't. But still, it's okay to be silly. It's okay to be cartoony. And you know what? That's damn entertaining.
The New Day is outselling. I mean, I haven't looked at the numbers. I don't know. But they're clearly selling because number one, they still have the tag championships, although it looks like there's other reasons for that. But they keep coming out with merch. And that means they're selling. That's the only reason you continue to push out merch.
Can you get a New Day kilt?
I don't know.
Don't
maybe.
look it up. Probably.
But I want to show you something. My friend Dan Plummer, who
Plumber.
Yes.
The movie liar.
yes, he watches wrestling like in passing. Like when he still lived here, he would watch, and it just seemed like every time he watched, Hacksaw Jim Duggan was on crying.
Oh.
So it was like God knows when.
It's rough, man.
Not a wrestling fan, but look what he bought just because he saw it.
The wireless networks, okay.
Oh, jeez.
Just press cancel. He got himself a Bootios.
A box of Bootios. He saw him and had to buy him. Whose faces are those on the Bootios?
So that would be E. Kofi and Woods.
They make sure you ain't booty.
I ain't saying.
I did.
You did. It's great. But no, they're just shameless lunacy.
Yeah.
And it's marketable.
And you know what? Speaking of the New Day, it's about fucking time.
What?
They came back. Like,
oh, God. It's like, is this Lance Storm's new gimmick? It sounds about right. A little harsh, dude. Come on.
I love the New Day, but for like the last 2-3 months-ish, you know, maybe that's a little harsh. They've kind of fallen off. They just,
a little bit.
They haven't been able to find their groove.
They got stymied with the club because I felt like it was comedy versus comedy. And I'm loving the direction of the club now.
Yes.
Because it's like, y'all are silly. Like a grown man crying over a toy sword. Will beat your ass. Though, man, they had that match like right after. So I did watch Raw. Yeah. That match after the ending, it's like, oh, shit. Oh, just a one like missed gear.
Yeah.
It's like so close, but club's
Again,
going to be viable. It's going to be nice.
And the New Day finally with a segment that they crushed. They were great in that segment.
Yeah, very much.
Everybody
was good in it.
Yeah. And everybody
really
had their place.
It built up the hype for the Survivor Series match.
Yes, which, you know, again,
on paper, I see, oh, man, just 20-man cluster F. Oh, okay, 10 on this side, 10 on that side. That's not going to break down. That's not going to be weird. It's going to be terrible. Primo and Epico. All right, cool. All right.
Oddly enough, they're the two left out.
That was a shame. They should have just been in the corner with like their little
brochures.
The flower. Don't give them brochures.
Did you see how they almost got into the match? So, again, I don't know why I love Golden Truth. Goldie was out during the segment. He was out in the ring.
Right.
Truth was backstage, and he said, man, we need a vacation. So I traded our spots for... and he's holding the Puerto Rico, the brochures. So he traded their spot for a vacation in Puerto Rico. And then they had a match later that night. Again, it's stupid. It's silly.
It gives a reason. I like having a reason for a match, even if it's dumb.
Yeah. They had a reason to have their match, and then Golden Truth keeps it.
Simple elements of storytelling that were lost for a while. I don't want two random dudes, unless it's a tournament. Because a tournament is a story in and of itself.
Or even if it's just, you know, well, I guess, you know, that's essentially a tournament. But, like, if you're looking for a number one contender, I can...
That's a reason.
Because that's the reason They're fighting because they want to be number one contender.
Just want no wasted and they're not doing. There's no wasted motions on the shows right now.
Yep.
That's great. That's because holding the tension for 3 hours, even because I end up watching the Hulu version, so I miss a lot of.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman hasn't had a match yet. I've been waiting since WrestleMania for him to have a match, and it's just
You're not missing much, but you are somewhat because
those little backstage thingies are the best. And you talk about
Yeah.
even if I miss SmackDown, you should watch Talking Smack. That's the kind of stuff that ends up getting cut.
Yes.
Whenever it gets cut, the first thing that gets cut is the personality, and that's a shame. No, I'm not saying cut the ring work. The ring work's amazing and a very essential element to it. But man, the personality element is what draws in and keeps me there. I don't know. Maybe it's different than it used to be. I appreciate good action, but man, that's what I can skip now.
And
Makes me sad.
And to be honest, that's what the pay-per-views are for.
Yes, that's where you save for the big stuff. You could fill out 3 hours of just story build and personality, and then get to and have it be an event when it eventually does happen. It's nothing I hate worse than you win this week, I win next week, 50-50 back and forth until we have a rubber match at a pay-per-view, and that's supposed to mean something. I've seen it twice already, and I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, it's
But I feel like that booking's kind of gone away, that little 50-50 booking, because I hated that. I hated seeing a match 2 weeks in a row and then on a pay-per-view, as though it's supposed to mean something.
Yeah, I don't think
You haven't seen it in a while.
No, I think both shows have kind of walked away from that.
Yeah.
And it's showing. Like I care about most of the matches.
Yes.
I mean, I can't think of anything going on that I don't at least care somewhat about. You know, there's
You could see a segment on SmackDown and be like, "Oh, that's cool."
yeah, most of the time, yeah. James Ellsworth. There's no reason I should want to see that guy.
They flew his
No chin music.
silly ass to Europe for the European tour.
He's gonna be a
He's on the
mascot.
bus. He's on the bus. Sin Cara isn't. Kick his ass off because he's making noises and taking swings at Jericho. But Ellsworth gets to ride on the bus.
Yep.
He has never made more money than he's making right now. And you know what? It's just
No chin music.
who found this? Because it's not weird and it's not ugly or not unaverage looking, but compared to these giant body guys, compared to these honed athletes, these pinnacles of physical specimens and personality and character and storytellers, this goddamn slug of a human. Not that I wouldn't be. I hate to besmirch the man.
Yeah.
But you know what? I swear, was Vince just in the back like, I bet you I can get that kid over. And he did.
Yeah.
And Ellsworth just,
Got beat by Strowman twice and then showed up on SmackDown.
I feel like
main evented SmackDown.
it seems like the guys are just out there just like, okay, this is the Ellsworth guy, right? So I get to just lay into him as hard as I want, right? I can do that? And then he just takes it
Yeah.
well
Yeah.
and gets back up. Yes!
Any man with two fists.
Just shut up. Don't talk. Just tuck your chin. Not on the Styles
He doesn't
Clash.
have a chin.
Anybody else tucked their chin on the Styles Clash like that would have died.
Yeah.
In fact, they almost did. Sorry, Yoshitatsu. But his head was able to just sink right into his chest and it's perfectly fine. Poor Yoshi.
Oh God, poor Yoshi. Oh, I guess we need to talk about the one other change.
Oh, what's up?
Again, Corbin out.
Uh-huh.
Shane McMahon is
Holy
in.
shit, if you weren't buying already.
Wow.
Why is he on top of a cage? Where the hell did the cage come from? He's just diving off shit. You're gonna buy now. Like, there's no more. It's like they realized in the last 2 weeks, it's like, this is one of those big four, right? So, well, let's pull everything out. Let's do this. Come on. Everything's got stakes. Everything. Well, okay. Maybe it's just bragging rights for the. But there's story matches.
Yeah.
All of the elimination matches are story. I was about to say all the matches have consequences, but I guess the elimination matches kind of don't. But this is where you get to reset storylines.
Mm-hmm. And, or some of them are going to continue.
Here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
So the men's singles Survivor Series match.
Mm-hmm.
Now, even though they're on separate teams, do we see a triple powerbomb?
I don't know. I was also wondering, because all this talk about trading, does Ambrose get traded back?
I don't know if you. I don't know. I still think we see that. I still think we see the triple powerbomb spot, and I think we see it on Owens. Maybe Jericho. Either Owens or Jericho. One of the two is taking it, because at first I was like, oh man, these teams aren't cohesive, because I was like, oh, there's going to be the Raw team and the SmackDown team. Nope, there's dissension in the ranks, and it all serves a purpose. You see potential directions in every possible way coming out of this, but you have basically the Wyatt family kind of reuniting. Well, you got Strowman and Bray are going to have to face off at some point.
Yep.
You've got all three members of the Shield. You've got AJ, who's just a giant a-hole personality, and Owens, a giant a-hole personality.
You have Randy working for Bray.
Where do you think that goes? I don't know.
I have no idea, dude. I didn't see that coming at all.
No, God, no.
I'm buying it. I'm completely intrigued by it.
Now, do
but
you
I don't
think?
know where.
Do you think this is? I don't want to say rehash, but you think is this what they were wanting to do with Daniel Bryan? Yeah, and then they just said, "Oh God, he looks like." So why is he in the janitors?
If he can operate still as Randy Orton, but basically it's more an alliance than. I know they did the eye thing, which is weird.
Yeah,
but
just have him amp up the creep factor.
Yeah. Like he doesn't have to necessarily. I said he was working for Bray, but like, what if he's just working with Bray? What if they're just an alliance?
What if he's Sister Abby? No.
Rowan's got to come back at some point too. Rowan.
Yeah. Where's Harper at right now?
I don't know.
God, I love him.
He disappeared off of television for Survivor Series.
That's fine. That's fine. I mean, just getting him out of the way. He's not so good of a mascot, is he?
No.
Nope. We've got this tiny weird kid.
Got James Ellsworth.
Good for him.
He's on the pay-per-view. It's a pay-per-view payday.
God, it was like somewhere on Twitter. I think it was Owens called Ellsworth Elmsworth. Or did I mention this last week? I think I mentioned it last week.
Yeah.
Elmsworth, and someone corrected him. He's like, yeah. Just that's a beautiful weird thing, and I'm excited for this. And then we do this every time. This is just a more personal thing. We've got hashtag WrestlePod Matt, and we had the pay-per-views come often.
Yes,
and we like to get together for the pay-per-views, but we don't get together all the time, especially when it's the individual ones, because you guys usually go to the show and just leave me. I know I could have
Don't you put your bitterness on me, Jack.
I had 6 opportunities to go, and I turned them all down. It was probably the right choice. Historic beginning of a championship reign by AJ Styles, but whatever. But we're actually making sure to get together for this one.
Yeah,
because I'm going to be up and I'm going to watch the damn thing anyway. I know I got to go to work at like 4:45 the next morning. But I'm going to be up. I'm going to be watching the damn thing, and I'm going to be disappointed that I didn't get together. And this one is feeling like it's important to do that. And it's feeling it's going to be fun. It's going to be extended time on this one, too, right? 4 hours?
Which is crazy because, what do we have, 6 matches?
Give them time. Give them build.
I don't know if we need more.
No. I don't think more matches. But, God, I hope they don't do a pre-show.
Yeah.
God,
we don't need any. There's nobody left.
Who's Titus fighting?
Leave him Titus is not on the.
I told you that one last week too. When I was like, "What's Otunga doing in there?" Because I saw the suspenders and it was Darren Young. I was like, "Oh God, I'm racist." And potentially homophobic too. Shit, it's terrible.
Well, okay, so we're coming up on the hour.
Okay, sorry.
I guess next hour I will catch you up on 98 Nitro.
God damn, why?
I watched a lot of wrestling this week, man.
Yeah.
I watched Raw, I watched SmackDown, I watched 98 Nitro.
And I saw you going into just a spiral of confusion and hatred as you were watching some other, I'm going to say wrestling. Wrestling show.
Mm-hmm. And that will, we'll get into that on the other side of the break. Mm-hmm. Now's the time where if you like this station, you like our show, patreon.com/RadioFreeRadio. And $1 a month, man. $1 a month it gets you nothing but our love. I mean, it helps us greatly. But $1 a month is what, like, not even a coffee. Like some candy? Don't buy candy one day.
Candy. Yeah.
You don't need that candy.
$1's nothing. What are you doing with that $1? You ain't
Don't go to the dollar store. Just once that month.
Good advice. Just good advice.
Yeah, that's true. You should never ever go there. But
it's where you want to buy your groceries at the dollar store. It's good.
I'm just saying,
Hydrox.
You can probably reach into your couch and get $1 worth of change out.
My couch stinks.
Oh.
Sorry.
$1 a month greatly helps us. Technically, you get nothing back but our love and literally countless hours of entertainment, because we're putting out, okay, here comes the math, 4, 12, 15, 17 plus hours of programming a week.
And the rest of it's filled out with
just
badass music.
And I guarantee you will find a band that you like. That's a guarantee.
Mm-hmm.
You will find a band that will be your new favorite band, and you'll want to go see them locally, which again is the whole purpose here. Keep your money local, man. Give it to people that you know. Give it to people that you can go visit. Give it to people that you can come shake our hand. I mean, if that's what you want to do.
You can come sit in on the program. You just have to listen to the frogs.
Yes. You can come sit in on #WrestlePals. Matt's usually asleep, so we usually have an open mic. So
it's terrifying. That means they're going to be sitting next to me, and that's all right. You know what? For $1, I can do that.
Yeah.
You get free reign of the station. $1 gets that. You make weird requests of us.
Yes.
I'll drink the hot sauce again. I don't care.
We'll figure out something.
I won't drink that goddamn hot sauce. It's delicious. I'm not drinking it.
More importantly, if you're feeling extra givey, if you're feeling extra giving,
you know what he means. It's not a word, but go with it.
RadioFradio.com/shop. Double middle finger shirts are on sale for $20. And I mean, obviously that gets you a shirt with, you can wear your double middle fingers proudly right here, right there.
They're not actually. Go look at the design.
Right there.
Okay. Those are nipples.
That's a nipple.
Those aren't fingers. You're actually rubbing 2 fingers on each one.
Yep. Double middle finger shirts, $20. And that money is going to help us because we're trying to make the leap, and we're going to have to pay some legal fees to get some lawyers to look at our paperwork and make sure we have it all our we have to, what is it, dot our I's and cross our T's. Is that the saying?
Well, usually we'll just write it up on a computer that kind of takes care of it. But yeah. I'm gonna mind my P's and Q's and shush up.
RadioFradio.com/shop. Check it out if you can. And look, any amount of money helps us keep the lights on, and it helps us continue to do what we're doing and make the march towards becoming a true 100% community radio station for you. And with that, we got to take our hour break.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to play a tune. Somebody forgot to do the pre-work here.
It's all right. I'm forcing you to do the full sell. It's great. And hey, even if you don't want to give $1, you know what else we really love? We really cherish? A little bit of participation, man.
Yes.
Reach out to us.
Yeah.
At the Hulkster on Twitter for Justin, at the Nate Project for me, or the show Twitter right there at the bottom of the screen if you're watching on the YouTube. At WrestlePals RFR.
That's right.
Or go to the YouTube channel. You know, we stream live every Monday night. You know, you got Raw on the background. Throw us on there as we're babbling and participate. Yell at us.
Yeah, you can tell us what we're getting wrong because we're not watching Raw.
That's probably
we don't. I'm serious. We don't mind spoilers. Like spoilers, unless maybe on a pay-per-view that I might be upset about a spoiler.
We're gonna be watching the pay-per-view.
But on a Raw or a SmackDown, I don't mind being spoiled on that because I'm still gonna watch it anyway. So. Let's play some Landmines here by Fugitive 9, and we'll be right back for hour 2 of #WrestlePals. Only on our station, Radio Free Radio, RadioFradio.com. Son of a bitch.
Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces. Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces. Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces.
Pissing in the wind, menacing dimension in his grin. Leather skin, weathered exoskeleton. We hold bouncing Betty pens with the tripwire vision dim, spinning to the nihilistic rhythm. Iron citizens surrender them tender gems to the juggernaut. Dismembered limbs, render stems to the molten rock. Rock, man versus machine, a shitstorm apocalypse. Toggle switch ignition, rocket ships, watch the throttle stick. Doctor shit like what's the physics of incontinence? A common sense eponymous, the fugitive lobotomist, dichotomist, like my bipolar opulence slips. Pitch the previous proposition in raw condition. Wrong for switching the lawn, which is the brawn midgets. Blow the bridges as the convoy crosses. Nauseous as I toss the wick, lost boy hostage. Dismiss, explosive on some landmine shit.
Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces. Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces. Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces.
Snap your back in half, in fact, half the crap. Stepping Jackson, landmine like. Next then, can't fly right, next gen, stand by tight. Texting, vampire rank, and I'm trite. White, quintessential monumental, moment, on ass. So this, are you colder than a snowman's mitt? Are you bolder than a damn right, and I'm so damn sick. Inflicted from a cobra kiss. Piss, sip a flick a Kodak pick. Quick flicker, pick a Kodiak scripture. Dick trickle knickers, oh man shit. No sir, no plans, quit. Program skipped with no man's skip. Romance intent, damn it, no hands sit. Oh, does your door jam stick? Roll, do your slow hand trick.
Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces. Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces. Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces.
Just give me 1 second while you heckling ass, the beckoning task. Let me catch wreck on the record, disrespecting the masses. Still love my ladies with fat asses. More white girl, the spice world's demographic. Lord of the Flies, the master of disguise, passing right under your eyes, the laughing is surprise. Half the survivors are crying for a fast death. Let them to their last breath, dropping landmines. Animal like, sip the blood of a werewolf, rambling nights. Tripping rhymers when I'm barefoot, scared shook. Going quiver on your own time, bones chime. Similar to my phone line, drove high. So I'm numb to your record, slums where I rest in. Bums with check in, flex thin, and now deflate your muscle. We MCs, you sell clothes, better re-rate your hustle.
Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces. Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces. Jumping landmine like, step up on him, get blown to pieces.
Hey guys, Matt and Justin here. Do you like things that are funny? Do you like music? Do you like talk? Well, we've got it all on Good Morning You Drunks.
How do you feel about double middle fingers?
I don't like them, but I will accept them.
Oh, Monday nights, 8 p.m., Good Morning You Drunks, only on our station, Radio Free Radio, RadioFradio.com.
We promise we're not going to give you double middle fingers.
RadioFradio.com.
If I can be serious for a minute.
I bleed all the time,
The wait is over.
You think this is over? Or we just getting started, baby?
because I'm staying high.
It's time for hashtag WrestlePals Hour 2.
Drink it in, man.
Oh, Justin.
Your paragon of virtue. I know I'm your role model.
You know, I'm going to let you do the big arms from now on because your drink it in is very, very...
Very what?
Just let it go.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back to Hashtag WrestlePals. Hour 2. Hashtag WrestlePal Justin. Hashtag WrestlePal Nate. Hashtag WrestlePal abandoned us.
We have abandonment issues.
Nah, Matt, you know what? I love when Matt pokes in once Total Bellas really picks up. He'll be right back out again.
Yes.
He was telling us, hey, guys, I know Wrestle News this week. And it's like, oh, yeah, Matt, what's up? It's like, oh, yeah, the...
TJ's hurt.
TJ's hurt. Yes. Well, we know. We know. And then apparently, what's that? It's not breast cancer for someone in the Bellas, and their mom got married to Johnny Ace. Dude, I do. What? I do.
Till death do us part.
God, I would have loved to hear his vows.
Love is caring. Love is kind. I need love. Where's my skateboard?
Freaking beautiful. Good for him. Hey, it's not one of the Bellas that you wanted. It's the Bella you deserve, I guess. I don't know. Who cares? God, they just had a birthday. How old do you think the Bellas are? Their birthday was like just, I think, 2 days ago. On the 12th?
Max is going to be 30, right?
They're 32.
That was close. That's honestly, that was my first thought.
Okay. I'm going to save the other little bit for tidbits later.
Okay.
Yeah. I get it. I don't know. I don't want to jump right into it, but I start babbling, and then I come with my ammunition here, Justin.
Oh, my God.
And I just want to, like, what's up? Promo transcripts?
So we were just doing Johnny Ace voice.
Uh-huh.
And suddenly something pops in my head.
What's that?
What if we did wrestling promos in other wrestlers' voices?
It's got to just be Johnny Ace.
It doesn't have to always be.
I can't do a Mojo. I want to do a Mojo. I'll work on a Mojo.
What is this? Page. Oh, okay. This is what they have, and then where to find it.
Oh, wacky. It's poorly formatted. That's fun.
Yeah.
Everybody likes that. Let's put it in the finder.
See, HH Hulk Hogan. Okay. I don't think Johnny Ace works for a Hulk Hogan promo. What's Sid Justice, maybe?
Can't do any of these.
Eugene. The first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I've got to say. Oh, this is that promo. This is when he joined the NWO. The first thing you got to realize, brother, is this right here is the future of wrestling. You can call this the New World Order of Wrestling. These two men right here came from a great big organization up north. And everybody was wondering who the third man was. Well, who knows more about that organization but me, brother? Let me tell you something. I made that organization a monster. I made people rich up there. I made the people that ran that organization rich up there.
I hate Sid.
And when it all came to pass, the name Hulk Hogan, the man Hulk Hogan, got bigger than the whole organization.
It's a little loud there. Scared me. I don't like Sid Justice. I don't like Sid Justice. I don't like Sid Vicious. I don't like Sid. I don't like Psycho Sid.
Yeah.
I don't like softball. He's fine.
That we need to do that.
Okay.
We got to find a better formatted one. But let's put a tab in this. That's a good idea. That'd be fun. Anyways, so that's fun.
Oh,
but guess what wasn't?
What? Colonoscopy. Any polyps? How you feeling?
That would be more fun than what I did.
Oh, really? Well, whatever you're into, man.
All right, I have to look at my phone because I have no idea.
Your notes?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So I've been trying.
What did you
This
do?
is the 4th straight week I've tried watching Impact Wrestling.
Oh, but at this point, you're a fan.
No. Credit where credit is due. Bennett and Moose had a decent match.
Oh.
I mean, it wasn't great. It
Just
was
this
nothing right
clothesline?
home.
Bennett.
He did do that. He did miss the clothesline.
Of course. Bennett is pretty goddamn amazing.
But I give... See, and this is what I said when we saw the Moose versus Lashley match. Why are you putting Moose in there with Lashley? That doesn't make any sense. Put him in there with somebody who can work.
Right.
You put him in there with Bennett, and look, they have a decent match.
Right.
I mean, again, it's nothing great. It's not a pay-per-view quality match. It's a match... It's the first match I didn't look at and go, man, get this shit out of here. I don't want to see this. This is terrible.
I got a question on Bennett though. I remember watching him in ROH, and then just something about ROH. I just never feel like personalities come through. How is he like character wise down there, or is it just like he's the guy that's walking Maria down there?
He's a smug prick.
That's fine.
I mean,
that serves a purpose.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything that's great. But he's not terrible either.
Okay.
Like I see promise in him.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm upset that he's stuck there.
Aw.
Because when I saw him at ROH, there was 3 people that stood out when I went to the ROH show.
Right.
One was Bennett.
Yeah.
One was Kenny King.
Yeah.
And the other was Kevin Steen.
Of course.
And we saw what happened with Steen.
Mm-hmm.
And
he's dead.
Essentially, I guess, kind of.
Sure.
God damn it.
What? You don't... okay. Nobody told you had to do this, right?
I know.
Is this like a personal mission? Is this penance? Did like some priest come in and say, hey, man,
I don't know how much
remember that
longer.
bad shit you did?
I really don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to
No, you ain't saying rosaries.
Because...
you're watching TNA.
Yeah.
You've made it 4 weeks. You're a fan.
No.
You're digging it. That's what you are. You're the people they're trying to reach.
I am. The sad thing is I am. I'm the person they're trying to reach.
The people that are willing to give it a chance.
Wildly. And the only reason I'm still giving it a chance is because I'm stubborn.
Like, who's watching it? Like, is it people that are just unaware that WWE is a thing, but found this somehow? Floridians?
Maybe people who just are diehards for TNA? Like, dude.
No, that doesn't happen. No, those don't.
I honestly don't know, man. Like, again, I try to give benefit of the doubt for, some of the things that they're getting away with. Granted, this week, most of the matches had a purpose. Mm-hmm. Bennett versus Moose they're having yet another big number 1 contender match. I've watched 4 weeks of Impact Wrestling. 3 of the 4 have had a heavyweight championship match on it. And all 3 matches were with somebody different.
I get it, but, well, I mean, they've got something different they have to work through, though. They're not having the pay-per-views right now. So they're trying to give you a reason to come back week to week, but
that's not it.
You're blowing the you're really sorry. Something in your notes stuck out.
Oh yeah.
The most
yes, we'll get there.
We'll get there. I don't want to take your.
Okay.
I'm blowing my own tidbits over here. I'm not gonna steal your thunder.
So first,
I'd rather watch Thunder. No, actual, like, the phenomena.
Oh, okay.
Granted, I understand the sound thing. I'd rather look at the sound.
I'd rather watch WCW Thunder.
Yeah, it's great. I'd rather watch Thunder in Paradise.
Me too.
It's great.
Okay.
I'd rather watch Matt on Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. Yes. I'd rather watch the 3 Ninja movies with the goddamn Thunder thingy. Whatever that one was.
Thunder Mountain? Thunder? I don't know.
Thunder, I don't give a shit. I didn't watch it. I'm not gonna.
So I failed to put this at the beginning, but there's a 4-man in the ring. It's EC3 in half of his ring gear.
What?
Eli Drake. Who the fuck else?
Was there a Mandrews there?
No, it wasn't Mandrews. No, thankfully. I forget who the other 2 were, so that's how important they were.
Cool.
And
you've been watching for 4 weeks, and you don't know who they are.
I watched this morning, folks.
That means they didn't stand
I watched
out.
it
That's fine.
this morning. I tried. I waited till the last day so I could remember shit.
Man, you've had a bad day.
Yeah.
Not a good way to start it off.
It was precisely how the kids went out the door. 8:30. I popped on Impact Wrestling and promptly fell asleep.
No, you know what would have been better? If a hobo punched you in the dick.
I did fall asleep by the time the main event came on.
Sounds exhilarating.
Hour and 20 minutes later.
I mean exasperating. Excuse me.
So Eli Drake. Initially, my note was Eli Drake gets a championship match because of reasons.
Okay.
Apparently, there actually is a reason. Oh, duh. Eddie Edwards was one of the guys in the ring. Their champion.
Oh shit.
Not talking. He's just there.
Just there.
Bennett was the 4th man.
Okay.
Okay. So they're all out there because they're all jockeying for position to be the number 1 contender.
That's cool. An exciting, tight field. That's great.
Eli Drake is currently the number 1 contender because he's cashing in bound for something. Bound for Gold.
Bound for the Floor. It's a good song.
He's cashing in something. He has something to cash in.
It's great. So war bonds. Pretty sure.
So great. He gets a match with Eddie Edwards, who, poor guy. Like, I'm not saying he's good or bad. I'm just trying to figure out why he's champion. You know who hasn't been around? Galloway. I haven't seen him once in these 4 weeks at all.
He wasn't there for that one day of taping.
This guy, the guy who could have been your guy, like you could have rode this guy, but you had him lose to Lashley, who in turn lost to, I don't know, fucking somebody. Lots of people.
It's a technical wrestler there, fucking somebody. He and or she is good.
So, finally it breaks down to Eli Drake, who his thing is, yeah, dummy, yeah, dummy, yeah, dummy.
This is B.A. Baracus?
That I'm only slightly exaggerating. That's only a slight exaggeration. That's what he does. He calls people dummy. His moniker is the namer of dummies. Eli Drake, the namer of dummies.
Is he at least like Fred Sanford it?
Yeah.
No.
So he attacks Eddie Edwards. He attacks him, and then I guess Bennett attacks him too, and EC3 does shit. And then Moose comes out.
Oh, that makes sense.
They finally clear out the ring. It does.
Was it an actual moose?
I'm going to give them
That'd
credit
be cool.
here.
I'd watch that.
I'm give them credit here. They actually clear the ring, and it makes way for Bennett versus Moose for the.
And now for my next.
It actually clears way for Bennett versus Moose. The winner will advance to some shit where they get
just
to be number one
advance.
contender.
Get to the next week. He'll get paid that week.
So great.
Good.
So Al Snow shows up
Wait, what?
backstage.
Who the fuck? Why?
Talking to Al Snow.
What is he doing there?
He's like, yeah, the Tribunal. Those are my guys. Yeah.
Are they?
Tribunal, who I haven't seen once in the 4 weeks I've watched.
Well,
they haven't mentioned Al Snow once.
I think they
I'm Al Snow. And
I think they faced the Hardys at one point, but they were the forgettable ones.
Yeah. The Tribunal. Those are my guys.
Okay, cool.
Coach
cool.
Al Snow. So the Tribunal comes out to the ring, basically dressed as the Shield, just two of them. And do you know who the Tribunal is, by the way?
No, I don't know.
Do you remember?
Fuck no.
Sebastian Telfort, I think was his name, maybe?
Oh.
Like the French guys?
Oh, God. Sylvester Lefort?
That's the guy. Sylvester Lefort. And then he had the weird-looking something Louis. Martin Louis. I don't know. The tall guy. And then he had a hair match with Zoe, and they cut his hair, and then he turned into a freak.
Mm-hmm.
And then those guys got fired. Well, that's the Tribunal, those two guys.
Tribunal.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
weird giant French dudes.
Yep. And so they're like, Al Snow, he great.
Well, they've probably said it with a French accent.
Yeah. Al Snow, he great. And then Al Snow comes out because he
weirdly Italian. I got offended. I don't know why. But you know what? I'm going to roll with it. Sweet. You've suffered enough.
Al Snow comes out because he great.
Uh-huh.
And
so I've heard. Tribunal told me.
Yeah. And then they attacked him.
Oh, shit. Why? Is that how they show their greatness?
I don't know, man.
He's so great, we punch him in mouth.
I don't know. They were just talking about...
Was there a reason for it? Like, Al, you fucked up. I'm going to hurt you now?
I don't understand. Like, literally 2 seconds before they attacked him, they talked about how they couldn't have done it without Snow.
And we did it.
We couldn't have done this without you. And then Al Snow comes out, man, it's great. Yeah, I'm glad to have coached you. We could have done this without you. Punch. Okay. Cool. You just wasted like 5 minutes of my life. Thanks.
Sweet.
Appreciate that. The Tribunal.
Goddamn Rougeau brothers.
Guess that makes sense.
Would make more sense.
Oh,
actually.
yeah. Okay.
What?
I forget the guy's name. Some dude just randomly comes out. Some guy.
I love your level of involvement at this point. I'm going to watch just to get, like, actual and compare your description to them now. I might go back and watch this week just go, oh, shit, it's some dude. I love this guy.
Some dude comes out. And my note is, whoever this guy is to come out to help Snow.
Was it Mandrews?
No, it wasn't. It was just some other guy. I can't remember his name.
Okay.
And Josh Matthews who is
not good.
He's okay at best.
He handles all the digital work for them too, so you go check their site and see how amazing it is.
Great.
So he also gets scooped in all of their videos online.
Yeah.
So they're not getting any sort of YouTube revenue. Okay, so some dude comes out.
And this is Matthew's big statement on whoever the fuck this guy is. Mm-hmm. He's had his issues. Not with Snow, not with the Tribunal, just he's had his issues.
Like personal shit? Like his car got towed?
That's all he said, is he's had his issues.
Having trouble making rent because he works for TNA.
The guy runs out, yeah, I'm a guy.
I got his shoes.
I got tights. And then he stands there for a second.
I got tights.
Stands there like this.
That's the only
he's had his issues.
Yeah.
Then he tries to fight the Tribunal and gets beat up.
Oh, good. It's a hot run-in right there. Sweet.
And then he's fighting off the entire Tribunal, which is two guys. Which is just those two weird French guys.
That's not.
Like I said, Moose and Bennett, decent match.
Oh, some guy.
EC3 and Abyss squared off.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems like it should be all right.
Again, this is one of those matches for the I win and you get to do shit in the thing later with the number one contender. It wasn't bad. Like, it wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. I found the thing that I'm hating most about...
Have they been able to afford to buy Abyss a new mask yet?
No. He's still looking weird with the face paint.
Okay.
So, they're... Again, the matches that I'm finding are okay are the matches that are staying away from the ropes. I think that was the best thing about Moose and Bennett. They stayed away from the ropes.
Just grappling.
Because it's a freaky fucking ring with 6 sides. You can't... there's nothing to do with that.
I wonder how it feels, man. I wonder if they're able to get speed coming off those ropes.
It doesn't look like it. Everything looks awkward as fuck. Like, every match.
Everything looks like you're hitting a turnbuckle and just stopping.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
There's no momentum. There's no fluidity or momentum to it. It just looks... It looks dead. It looks like they're being just suspended in the middle of a ring. And that's not good.
Speaking of not good.
Nobody liked that 6-sided ring, too.
No.
It's harder on them. It's not what they're trained in, and they have to adjust to it, and it's no benefit to it other than, hey, look, it's different. Is that what you really want at this point? Is that what's getting you over? Hey, look, they have a different ring?
Like, I will admit, I was one of the guys that said, man, they should have kept, when they went to 4, when Hogan came in, I was like, man, they should have stayed with 6. It made them different, blah, blah, blah.
No, it made them different then. Now it's just...
Now I would go to 4 because at least if the 6-sided ring, I think, is my biggest issue with the matches.
It looks like a children's toy.
It just looks awkward as fuck every match.
It looks like it should have 2 Rock'em Sock'em robot handles on either side of it, and that just controls the 2 dudes. And it just looks like a children's toy.
The stairs are just like random, like just they're just right there. Hey, I mean, I know that's a little thing, but that just looks weird.
The presentation is off.
Yeah,
because in the 6-sided ring, again, it looks like toy packaging.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it almost looks like somebody's suspended in the middle of like a plastic bubble. Meanwhile, the 4-sided ring, you look like a gladiator in it, and that isn't just the way I've been trained to think about it. That's actual perception.
Yes,
I'm sorry, that's what I see. I see four sides of a ring. Those look huge, and you look larger than life in the middle of a ring.
Mm-hmm.
You look larger than life on a ring post, not when there's another ring post 2 feet away on either side of you.
Yeah,
it
looks weird.
It looks bigger. It looks grander, and I don't like it.
Now I'm glad you said presentation because I would have skipped this. Otherwise, I have to give credit where credit is due. I don't know how I feel about EC3 as a character. But I love the presentation of him. I love that he's found a character that he can really just be himself in. Again, I don't know that I'm necessarily drawn to it or that it's even good.
You noticed it,
but I noticed it, and again, like the lights and I hate his theme song, but it's him. You know what I mean? Like I see him, he comes out and he does. it's a nice presentation. I credit where credit's due.
It's fine.
That's
Now, do you think that's company? Do you think that's the people booking it? Do you think that's agents, or do you think that's him?
I'm sure it's probably him. I have a feeling
It's a man taking control of his own destiny, his own character.
I have a feeling that most stuff that's happening there. Again, when I watch it, it reminds me of the end of Nitro.
Mm-hmm.
I think the inmates are running the asylum.
Oh, you know what? It was. I don't know. I wasn't even going to throw it in tidbits, but it was like apparently Dave Lagana was down there as one of the writers, and he's quit. He said, "Yeah, I'm fucking done, donezo." So apparently they're like looking for writers. So
Hey, let's go.
they might hire us.
You know, if they would pay me. Like,
well, they're not. No, are you crazy?
I would actually consider it if I could actually get paid.
I
mean, I can't do any worse, right?
I don't think that's gonna happen. You might as well just tweet Billy now and see if he can, help you out, because it's gonna be better from the ground up.
Speaking of presentations, I love EC3s.
Yep.
Dear God, I hate Broken Matt Hardy, and now I hate it
You've
even
done
more.
with it now.
So last week I failed to mention
I'm sure
this.
there's 20 minutes of this shit.
Yeah, well, spread out throughout the show. They're just little
Really?
clips. Yeah, just little clips here and there.
No, that's not good.
Now, last week I told you that they fought backstage with the DCC guys, and Jeff was in a different clothes. I was partially wrong.
Oh, was this one of his other characters?
Sort of.
Okay.
So they fought their way backstage because they showed the whole fight backstage again this week.
Well, of course.
So I'm glad because I had forgotten shit about it.
Because it was very memorable.
Yeah. So at some point, Broken Matt grabs water of shit, whatever.
Water of shit.
And dumps it on Brother Nero, but he says Jeff. And so when he dumps the water on him, he becomes Jeff Hardy again with a
different outfit.
Yeah, like a tie and a shirt, and then the really shitty championship belt that looked really bad. So he has that on his shoulder. I don't know why that was a thing. But then Matt grabs a forklift, and goes, "Hey, we got to forklift this guy." And the guy's like, "We can't do that." And he goes, "Oh, yes, we're gonna." And then so they lift up this guy on a forklift, and then it's delete, delete, delete. And then he gets thrown off the forklift. Matt does. Matt falls down, hits his head on the floor.
God.
Jeff comes over. "Hey, Matt, are you okay?" And Matt wakes up. "Who are you?"
But is he like crazy? Like, who are you?
No, just like, who are you? Not quite Matt Hardy, but not quite Broken Matt either. So now,
is it broken Matt?
Yes, because now
I was kidding. Is that
they go to his house?
Okay.
And they're building a dining room, and his wife is like freaked out because he's building another dining room, and he's still talking in that sort of weird voice, like weird accent, whatever it is, still saying wonderful and marvelous. But now he's
eating mustard.
Now he's wearing a sweater.
Beans.
He's wearing a sweater.
Of course.
And he doesn't know what wrestling is.
Well,
because fighting is barbaric.
Okay.
And so they're trying to jog his memory to become Broken Matt instead of Broken Matt. And that's what they're doing the whole time.
Okay.
So yeah, that was a good portion of the show.
I realized in the middle of your description I was starting to not like you because I wasn't able to separate the information from the delivery, and I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I like Justin. Justin, you're a good dude.
I didn't do this. Okay.
You just brought it to me and shoved it in my mouth. Thanks.
This was something that you liked. I'm sorry to ruin it for you.
Oh, the Hardy stuff.
Yeah.
Well, dude, they
themselves.
had something that worked, and then the chopping it up and trying to spread it out throughout the show to get people to stay and watch the whole thing is oversaturating. And you know what? I don't know, man. Take a week off.
Yes.
And you fill out the show with anything else. Anything else.
I don't think they have anything else.
That's the problem. Yo, somebody else, get your ass over. I don't care how. Just tell us what you need. Throw some shit at us, because we ain't got a writer. What we need that for? They're not writing, they're wrestling. Okay.
DJZ might be one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Oh, good. I remember that MTV thing.
Now,
and I want to root for the guy.
That's a me thing. I can fully admit that's a me thing. I don't like dubstep. I don't like the look of his character. I don't like the theme he's coming out to.
I don't like your jerk off face. I don't like your jerk off name.
I don't like
you.
I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. He's the X Division champion.
It's just like your opinion, man.
Yeah. So he comes out.
Beat him in the face with a coffee cup.
Trevor Lee comes out.
Trevor Lee. You don't know Trevor Lee?
No.
You don't know. I think he's like a North Carolina guy.
Cool. Good for him.
But it was like, oh God. I remember it was like Kofi gave him credit for something.
Yeah.
That thing that Kofi's doing now, where he like almost like knees in the chest and then rides him to the ground. Kind of like Luthez, but with Luthez press, but with like knees.
Yeah.
That's like a Trevor Lee thing.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. And I think he's known as the Carolina Caveman because he's all hairy and stuff.
Yeah, no fanfare. He just kind of came out to his theme and like he was in the ring in 20 seconds. And Trevor Lee versus DJZ.
Terrible build.
Versus Rockstar Spud.
Of course.
So already I'm not really caring. Now, granted, this match, it's an X Division match. The winner is going to move on to the shit with the thing. The heavyweight shit thing.
Oh.
Yeah. I will give these three credit. This was the least awkward match on the card.
Ah, very good.
The three of them actually knew how to use the six sides well. I didn't particularly like the match, but I also didn't hate it.
It always seems like it's catered more towards the X Division style, but that X Division style has kind of gone away over the years. X Division used to be half-ass cruiserweight, kind of like a not quite big enough to be heavyweight guy.
Yeah.
Also with a little bit of weird. This is where we're going to put our weird stipulations.
Yeah.
I don't know. Put some ropes over the ring and tie some shit up there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe get half-ass hardcore.
Or those like Ultimate X matches or something.
Yeah. Something different.
Yeah.
It was different at the time, but now, So yeah, they make best use of a poor ring.
Mm-hmm. So good for Trevor Lee with all that fanfare, no build, no nothing. Wins the match.
Oh God damn.
So now he's going to be in the heavyweight championship thingy for the thing.
The thing for the thing? What's the thing for the thing?
All these matches that they've had tonight so far, the winners are going to be in a number one contender match.
Well, of course, you got to have one of those.
Yeah.
Goes on right after the championship match to decide who's going to fight the next week.
Yeah. My next note. Brandy, this is not good.
Oh, no.
So
what are they making Brandy do?
She comes backstage. I think it's her. Like, I think it's her delivery. I'm not trying to run her down, but, like, it just wasn't very good. And then she's opposite Allie, who's, like, she's playing this really over-the-top, timid character.
Well, that's kind of... Jesus Christ.
It's a crackhead lighter now.
Sweet.
Be careful.
Well, that's who she was, right? She was, like, the assistant to Maria who accidentally won the title.
Yeah.
That's cool, and wears thin after a minute.
Yeah. So...
Look, I'm just saying, if Emma had won the title when she was dancing, and she's still dancing to this day, it'd be like, God damn, with dancing. Nah, she's great. What are we talking about?
She can wrestle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's important.
Which she's coming back soon, Emelina. I was really liking what they were doing with her before she got hurt.
Weird little shoulder blade thingies and something about those gloves were great.
Yeah.
Those gloves were like real small.
Here, let me ruin what you're saying right now.
Huh? Okay.
So up next is another one of those heavyweight title match thingies.
Mm-hmm.
Lashley, of course, because he would have to be, right?
Well, I mean, where else is he gonna go?
And he's taking on Grado and Robbie E in a handicap match.
Okay. So if Grado and Robbie E win, they're teaming together for a reason?
They both... Well, remember I told you about the thing with the bromans a couple weeks ago?
Yeah.
Like the Halloween thing?
Yeah.
And like I said, that had I had better context, that might have been an entertaining segment.
But it wasn't.
It wasn't. And it wasn't this week either. So.
Hey, good for Grado. Cash those checks.
Yeah. Lashley, of course, wins. Beats the living shit out of them. Because, of course. Oh, here's your boy Josh Matthews in this match.
He's in a match?
No.
He's only like 84 pounds.
Here's some of his great commentary.
You know what? I bet if Josh Matthews would whip my ass, that would be really embarrassing, but it would happen. Aw. Please don't hurt me, Josh Matthews.
Here's his note.
Uh-huh.
What do you call those things that bother sharks? That live on sharks?
Pile of fish.
It's
only funny for us.
This is this guy's the play-by-play guy.
Great.
I feel like if he's color, he can get away with that. But I feel like the play-by-play guy.
Maybe don't make a pilot fish reference, especially when you don't know what the fuck a pilot fish is.
Yeah. Because he ends up saying bottom feeder.
Fuck, it's not
referring to Grado and Robbie E.
Yeah,
these guys. That's bottom feeders.
Call them bottom feeders, but why they're not bothering shark? Okay. Pilot fish.
Aaron Rex in a pirate shirt.
Hold on. No, I need clarification. I want to know how upset I am. Like a ruffly pirate shirt, or like
it's open,
Okay,
got some ruffles on it.
God damn it! I was hoping just like black with like skull and crossbones. I mean, like, all right, whatever.
Nope, ruffly and open. And comes up in a car and I'm gonna meet this Goddard's guy, and Goddard's takes off his shirt and beats up Aaron. Right?
Good. I guess. I don't know. Fuck it.
Here's another note. Anyone else have a problem with them calling it the Grand Championship?
Yes, Chikara, because they have the Grand Championship. And you know what? Far more prestigious.
Yes. Here's another note. What in the hell are the Hardys doing?
That's the note?
Yes.
Just in general throughout the show?
What are they doing? Like, they keep going back to it, and it's not getting better. It's getting worse. Every time. They go back to the dumb boat, whatever the fuck the boat is called.
Skarsgård.
Yeah, great. Talk to the boat, Matt. I can't talk to the boat. It's a boat.
Oh,
get in the water, Matt. I'm not getting in the water. It's disgusting.
Okay. Fellas, we're going to need 17 segments from you this week. How long? Like 5 minutes each. Nothing big.
That's a movie. Justin Wilson's time.
That's a movie. That's a whole movie.
It's like they're trying to give me double middle fingers. God bless it. I'm trying to give you a chance. I'm trying. Eli Drake, the namer of dummies.
Oh, God damn it. That makes me mad now. I let it go earlier.
And here we go. Here's the last note I took before falling asleep. Because Matthews says this as the match between Eddie Edwards and Eli Drake, the namer of dummies, is about to square off. The TNA World Championship, the most prestigious in our sport.
Okay. Okay. Who said Matthews? Josh Matthews said that? I'm still in shock. I understand. It's fine. Josh Matthews said that?
Yeah, that was Josh Matthews.
Okay, I don't care if he would whip my ass. I think I need to take the fight. Josh Matthews, I just want to hug him. Because he's, like, in over his head. And it's like, that's fine. I mean, I couldn't do it. I'd do it worse. Nah.
I've done play-by-play before.
You have? It's better.
I've done color before.
You have? It's better? You know what the fuck a pilot fish is, too. And it's not a bottom feeder.
And if I didn't know what it was, I wouldn't bring it up.
A remora. Shut up! God damn it, Otunga! Oh, sorry. Wrong anger.
Oh.
The most prestigious in our sport. Now, are they trying to get away with saying that we're a sport and not sports entertainment? Because that's the only thing I can
guess.
With their sport being, I don't know, fuckery.
Maybe.
And you know what? That is the most
Impact
prestigious
fuckery.
title, fuckery. Until, I don't know, anybody else decides to have a fuckery title.
Yeah.
Because, damn, dude.
We might next week.
Title of fuckery. Justin, the namer of fuckery, Wilson.
Oh, God. I fell asleep during the main event. I didn't watch the match.
Sounds like a winner.
I don't know if it's them or if it's just the rest of the show. I didn't watch it. I woke up.
They beat you down, Justin.
They did. They just consistently beat me down.
It's not your fault.
So you remember the DCC guys, the ones with the anonymous masks and shit?
Yeah, well, they can't even afford Guy Fawkes masks.
So they show up and they beat up Eddie Edwards.
Okay.
They show up after the match and beat him up. Beat him up good.
So are they done with the Hardys?
I guess. Because then they unmask.
God, hold on.
First guy.
Hold on. Hold on. I want to brace myself. Because for some reason, you said that, and my left ball started hurting.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that's more information than y'all need listening or watching. But, man, it started to sting a little. Okay, first guy unmasks.
Some guy.
The same some guy from earlier?
Different some guy.
Different some guy.
Even the announcers don't know who the fuck he is.
Who is
they
this?
Say as much. Who is that guy? So great. Off to a great start.
So far, so bad.
Next one.
Uh-huh. How many are there total?
Beater 3.
Okay.
Beater of Wives, Bram.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Mr. No, persona non grata.
Yeah.
Is good.
So he's in a main angle in TNA. So glad to
Who
see
needs integrity?
Yeah, that's glad they're taking the high road there. And the leader. I'm so disappointed in you. Really, you had a chance last year, and you fucking blew it.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know why you decided to go back to this shit. James Storm. Feeling good about that DCC? They're exposed now. Now we know who they are. Feeling good about it?
My ball hurts a little more.
Does that make you want to watch the show?
No.
Man, I'm sorry. Look.
I'm gonna have to fight Josh Matthews.
I want nothing more than to like this.
I don't want to fight Josh Matthews. I want to like Josh Matthews.
I want nothing more than to like this because I'm watching it. I'm investing my time.
Because you want there to be viable competition. You want there to be something good out there.
I just
you want an alternative. You want these guys to work and make money.
Yeah. But if you continue to do this show the way you're doing it, I mean,
he's only going to watch you for 4 more weeks.
I really don't know.
I don't think you're going to make it next week.
I really don't know, man.
Well, at least it's convenient to find. Where are you watching this episode?
YouTube.
Okay, again.
And the only reason I started watching it is because I watched either Raw or SmackDown on YouTube, and Impact from whatever that week was popped up, and I was like, I might as well watch it.
The only way I'm able to give it a chance is by after watching their dominant competition.
Yeah.
I felt pity and just let it autoplay.
Speaking of dominant competition,
Uh-huh.
So in that same vein, I let the Impact just play out.
Right.
The next thing to pop up was the most recent episode of Lucha Underground.
Ooh.
Which I haven't watched in a good 2 years.
Oh, it's been a little while for me too. Isn't it they were talking about a Grave Consequences match? Was that on there?
Yep, that was the one I saw.
Okay, very good. I heard a lot of good buzz on that.
Now, unfortunately, I was half passed out because of Impact Wrestling while this was happening.
You're just tripping at this point.
But I watched as much as I could.
Mm-hmm.
And god damn, is it way better. First of all,
is that production value still high?
Production value is still way high.
Good.
The crowd is super energetic and super into what they're doing. Striker and Vampiro are a great team.
People shit on Vampiro in the first season, but I got the feeling he was going to come around. Striker's a great match for anybody.
Well, Striker's amazing.
His knowledge base is a second to none.
WWE dropped the ball letting go of him.
Yeah.
He could have been their new Cole. He could have been their guy.
Yeah.
And I really believe that. Like you said, his knowledge base it's outstanding. It's untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
Vampiro of the two is obviously the weaker, but he plays it more like an everyman, and dropping S-bombs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
it is what it is. Yeah. A couple times he's just shit.
It's good.
Yeah, whatever. It fits what they're doing, so I don't mind it so much. Again, production value, the matches make sense. There's reasons for them.
It's no wasted motion.
I haven't watched it. I haven't watched that program in 2 weeks.
Uh-huh.
They give me a nice little package at the front. I go in and I'm like, oh, this is why these matches are happening. Cool. I'm in.
So simple. And they weren't crazy involved things where you needed several weeks of...
No.
Here's enough to get by. Just enough.
Here's enough to watch this episode.
Yeah. Seems simple enough.
44 minutes. Perfect. I don't know the Impact could get away with that short, but I don't know, man. They may need to start thinking about that. Like, again, I feel like they made the smart move going to the smaller arena, but that shit still sounds empty as fuck.
That's terrible,
like,
man.
Nobody's really. I can't tell if the crowd is actually fired up for anybody or not.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the room is just got this big empty sound.
Y'all best cheer, or we're gonna start shooting T-shirt cannons into the crowd, like aiming for heads.
I don't know, man.
It's amazing how bad it can be done, and how others can do it so
well. Seriously, I wish Lucha Underground was more accessible. I would watch it if I had better access to it. I would watch that instead of Impact for sure, and I may start doing that instead. I mean, if for some reason I decide not to watch Impact this week, I'm going to search out Lucha Underground and watch that instead.
just to see if you can.
As my new Impact Wrestling review.
Dude.
I'm trying to be fair.
You are. I mean, I can't think of anybody else that would be fair or... Like, I say this a lot of times whenever we're talking about just usually in WWE stuff. We are able to suspend disbelief.
Yeah.
And we allow ourselves to be entertained.
Yeah.
And we're willing to accept so much. And we're willing to give a grace, not period, we're able to accept a lot more than should really be tolerated.
Yeah.
And then you see it get so flagrantly taken advantage of. Like, oh, you're going to watch wrestling anyway. This is wrestling. You're watching the wrestling. It's like, no, man. I've got options. And they're all better.
Yes.
All of them.
Yes.
Fire up the Flow Slam, and I'll watch any goddamn thing on that. Because it's got to be better.
I'm just...
How do you get away with being that bad?
I don't know. I mean, like,
no oversight whatsoever.
And it appears Corgan's getting run out.
Yeah. Oh,
or
man, he's gone.
I guess he's already been.
Yeah,
run out.
they had their little
Just
settlement
TV,
thing, and
yeah.
he's just out.
They just had because they mentioned President Billy Corgan on this most recent episode.
Well, they recorded it like 4 months ago.
Yeah.
When he was still in the race for actual president.
Am I wrong to think that was their last chance?
The fact that they're operating today is beyond me. I don't know how a company continues. Maybe it's just that one person in Virginia still watching on YouTube. It's giving him a little bit of ad revenue. I hope you watch a pirated channel. I hope somebody else just... I'm not saying you are. I'm not saying you did. I don't even want to know. I hope it's uploaded by like somebody else, like anybody else, and they're fully advertising it. And TNA's too dumb to find it and strike it. Meanwhile, anyone strikes us anytime we play any goddamn thing. God forbid. If I sing "Happy Birthday" right now, we're gonna get struck down.
Yeah, don't do that. So
public domain, right?
Not very productive use of my time watching Impact, unless you like me being angry, in which case, it works out.
I'm so sad.
And I just want to point this out. Like, I know we talk a lot about WWE
because it's good,
and we sing the praises of WWE a lot. I get that, and it would be nice to cover other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I'm doing this. It's because I want to cover other stuff. I want to watch other stuff.
I don't want to now.
But if this is what I'm going to get when I watch Impact Wrestling, then why the fuck am I going to waste my time? I have so much more I could do.
Namer of dummies.
Eli Drake.
Like, he just sit on the deck naked.
Yeah.
Be great.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You know what's a better use of my time?
What's that?
1998 Nitro.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What are you doing?
Now, this I'm having fun with this because this is like my after midnight, holy shit, I should be sleeping, but I can't. Let's watch some Nitro. Right now, we're really starting to pay attention to Goldberg.
Yeah.
And guess what episode of Nitro I just passed?
What?
Goldberg versus Regal.
Ah.
and you can tell the whole time. I think Regal swears up and down like he didn't sandbag him or anything.
Yeah.
But
that one.
Yeah. You look at it, and it sure as shit looks
dead
like
weight.
Looks like he's dead weighting him. It looks like he's sandbagging.
Well, Regal ain't a small dude either.
Yeah, and I mean, he had, again, I these wrestlers are in better shape than I'll ever be. Probably. I hate pointing out this.
Probably. What's wrong with you?
Well, maybe I hit the gym and suddenly I'm.
Don't hit him. He's fine. He's a nice guy.
Regal's looking a little pudgy. Zabisco even said it like a couple weeks ago on Nitro. He's looking fat. Like, not in those words, but
Zabisco always creeped me out as a kid and as an adult, really. But still.
We still have the NWO going crazy. Big, huge match. Hogan versus Savage. Because Hogan insists that there's a pecking order in the New World Order. And again, this is a great story. Because Hogan lost the title, the NWO is freaking out. They don't know what to do without the title. This is actually a good story. Savage is losing it because, man, there ain't no pecking order. You don't have the championship. I want the championship. Let me get at Sting. Let me in that match.
Right.
Let me get the championship. This is a good story.
Yeah.
This should be the end of the NWO, and maybe WCW is still around. Nope.
No, this is the cash cow. We got to ride it in the gun. Buy a shirt!
So, like I said, Dusty Rhodes just joined. Spicoli just joined.
Makes sense.
Spicoli just died. The Nitro I just watched opens with the 10-bell salute for Spicoli.
Oh, boy.
Like, he was literally there for a cup of coffee. Like, when I was watching it in 98, it felt like he was there forever. It was like maybe 2 months tops. It's crazy. And, like, literally the Nitro before the 10-bell salute, like, he was a major part of one of the stories. Like, he showed up at the commentary table in place of Zabisco, and he's like, I've got Zabisco's bags, and I went to the hotel room to get them for him, and like there's developing this story. It looks like it's going to be between Zabisco and Spicoli. Then he's dead the next week.
Winner Zabisco.
It's crazy.
It's terrible. Sorry.
We still have the flock. Well, no, they've stopped growing at this point. They're still there. They're setting up. DDP is the U.S. champion. I haven't seen him in weeks. I can only assume that he's been on Thunder instead of Nitro.
Jeez.
In fact,
it's weird missing out that half a show.
Yeah. In fact, I know he was on Nitro or Thunder because he wrestled Benoit for the U.S. Championship on Nitro, or on Thunder rather. And I just did that 3 fucking times.
It's fine.
And the flock interfered because they're feuding with Benoit. And I think that this is what ends up setting up. And I hope that they're not telling this story on Thunder. I'm going to be really upset if they are. I think that's how Raven gets into the U.S. title picture, because DDP has it. And so, naturally.
He interjects himself, and then,
And, of course, he ultimately loses to Goldberg, who, like I said before, we're starting to pay attention to. He's still called Bill Goldberg. They aren't calling him Goldberg yet. People are getting really psyched about him being there, and they're talking about him being undefeated. No numbers put to him yet, but they're talking about him being undefeated. One of the other matches in this stretch, he beat Hugh Morris again. So we had
somebody
that match
should.
again. Yes, and Jimmy Hart comes out for whatever reason. Let's see what else. TV champion. Who the fuck is the TV champion? Disco? No, Disco lost it. Shit.
He sure did.
Oh, Booker T. No shit. Yeah. Which is crazy because he's been defending it like crazy, except for like the last 2 episodes that I saw. I'm still waiting for that Benoit and Booker T. Best of 7. Man, I'm enjoying 98 Nitro.
Well, if you're comparing it to TNA, then I understandably. Understandably.
We're running out of time, so we need to do a little bit of this, right?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Hashtag tidbits. Hashtag news. Hashtag Nate.
Huh?
Hashtag.
What?
Hashtag wrestling. Hashtag dirt sheets.
So dirt sheets.
Before we get sued. Before we get sued by Jimmy Hart.
What happened? What
I
happened?
don't want to get sued by Jimmy Hart.
All right, I'll keep it quick. Yeah, I just this all the time too. Good Lord. All right.
Sorry about that.
No, God, no.
For carrying on.
No,
about
you know what?
Impact.
This was a very important turning point for you in Impact. Hey, that would be a good name for a pay-per-view. Oh, they don't have them. Okay, a few little things. The WWE comics out, and it looks goofy and silly, but kind of awesome.
Oh,
yeah.
Imagine that.
I mean, the few sheet. I think I might actually pick it up. I'll bother Keith. Put it on your pull sheet. Too embarrassed to go to a comic book store. Not for any real reason. No. Okay, Joey Styles. Remember, not too long ago was fired by WWE. He apparently just got fired from Evolve.
Oh no!
But he made sure to
Congratulations, brother.
he made sure to put out a statement explaining his side of it.
Yeah.
Basically saying he thought the promo was going to be in the ring with some other person in there as well to help him to reference something so he could build off of it.
Oh.
And that kind of got scrapped, and then it was like a ringside promo instead with just him and whoever he was like kind of against. And he ended up making a somewhat Trumpy type reference.
Grab her by the pussy.
Yeah, that one. Well, he just said he like in the promo, it's like grabbed by the, and it's like, and I refuse to say that word, but that brings me back to you. And it's like that was the reference and whatever. And it's like, and apparently Gabe down there was like, hey man, don't. But Joey was like, I understand, I gotta go, you gotta fire me publicly so you can get a clean break with it. So that's good. He's take responsibility for it. And the statement that he released was like, whether you want the apology or not, I'm giving it to you, to the wrestlers, to the participants, to all the people he was working with, to Gabe and stuff. So taking ownership for it and walking away. And you know what? That's how you make a clean break whenever you F something up. Even though I don't know if it was that bad of a thing, but still. And after that, I love Chikara. It looks like Mike Quackenbush came out and made a statement, had a long blog post about it up on a Chikara site about that, just basically saying that's the kind of stuff. I was going to say that's the kind of shit, but no, he would never say that. It's like, no, we want a clean, nice, good thing here, and it's up to us to make those changes. So is kind of instituting I don't want to say zero tolerance, because he didn't really come off as being zero tolerance, but a very little or low tolerance for anything that derogatory, sexist, anything homophobic, anything racist. That kind of stuff is going to get you booted out of Chikara. And it's like I immediately thought back to some of the stuff I've heard from Eddie Kingston. Stuff from, freaking, I didn't even think about Pinky Sanchez.
Oh.
It's like, these got some guys that have gone through Chikara that have done some, like, whoa, scary stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess as long as they keep their nose clean there or going forward, keep it nice, good. I'm glad to see somebody trying to make a family-friendly product. So good on Chikara, but, man, you got some – it's going to be rough. I hate to see that get violated, and I hate to see somebody be thrown into – I'm going to shut up talking about that one. Okay. Mickie James is going to be fighting Asuka at the TakeOver Toronto.
Yeah.
She's also expressed interest in being maybe a member of the main roster.
Nice.
I love it. Oh, my God. Yeah, great. Is Hogan coming back?
I don't know.
Brooks said yeah. Hogan said no.
He said no.
But the door is open.
Yep.
I got a feeling we're going to be seeing him WrestleMania. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Not going to be
Sure. It's been long enough.
McMahon's gave a shit ton of money to the Trump campaign. $6 million.
Not surprised.
And McMahon.
I thought that was Austin you gave the $6 million to.
No. So Linda McMahon had a couple unsuccessful runs for Senate. I got a feeling she's going to end up being an ambassador somewhere.
Oh.
Ireland.
Okay.
I got a feeling there's going to be a little kickback to her somewhere. But we'll see come January or whatnot. But, yeah. And that gets me to... well, okay. You know what? We'll save that for next week. A potential discussion thing.
Okay.
About something else. Other two little things. Apparently, Shawn Michaels is hanging around the Performance Center.
Yeah.
There was a rumor that he was taking over as like head coach, and then it was like, no.
He wouldn't put that much time in.
Are they teasing him? Are they
he might be at the Rumble.
Are they saying, hey, why don't you get up in the ring with the young guys and see what it feels like?
I think he might be at the Rumble because it's in San Antonio.
Hey, Shawn, doesn't that feel good?
I think Austin might be at the Rumble too.
Hey, Sean, you know what would be fun?
Just those guys.
Why don't you do another match? Why don't you do a couple more matches? Why don't you come back for a little while?
I don't want that.
I know.
I'm cool if he comes back for the Rumble,
Mm-hmm.
like as a one-off.
Uh-huh.
I don't want him to come back.
I know.
Because
but man,
he just seems like a man good on his word.
Just looks like that itch is there.
Yeah.
And hopefully that gets enough of a scratch. But the most important tidbit of the day, and this is the last one I'll go into before we go. I can't sing happy birthday, can I?
Mm-mm.
Today is the chairman of WCW's birthday. The chairman's birthday. It is La Parka's birthday.
Man, I wish I had his music cued.
He should always have his music cued because La Parka is my favorite person. That's not La Parka's music.
No, it's
close enough though. La Parka, my favorite person ever. My wife would go to work and I would go out on the porch and I would do the dance.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, "What are you doing?" And I'd be like, "Don't worry about it," because she doesn't want to know.
And she don't want.
Because she don't want none. Hey, we're hashtag WrestlePals. You want to get in touch with us individually on Twitter, hashtag WrestlePals.
Yes.
Or, if you'd like to talk to us individually, at the Hulkster for Justin, at the Nate Project for me, at Have Issues. I don't know why you want to talk to Matt. He doesn't know shit about wrestling. Or the show, at WrestlePals RFR. If you dig what we're doing, patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. $1 gets you, I don't know, just write on Twitter. Give me a weird request. I'll say whatever the hell you want. Give me a quote. I'll say it on the. I don't know. Think up some shit for us, would you? Give us $1 and ideas, would you?
Find a promo for us to say and a voice to say it in.
Oh God, it's just gonna be Mean Gene, angry, doing cutting promos with people. The cream almost rises to the top. Or the radio.com/shop double middle finger shirt. I'm not going to do that. I feel that's rude to give to you, but you can give it to other people. Put it on the shirt. He's doing it. Look at that. A YouTube channel is
Radio Free Radio DMF.
Word up. And go see us being idiots on. Oh my God, there I am being an idiot right there because I won't do the middle. There's the middle fingers. Look at that. It's on a delay. But hey, man. That's
what?
It, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to get to goddamn hashtag WrestlePals. I'll just say
did.
it. Goddamn hashtag WrestlePals.
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'll take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.